They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. On the give, this is Harris. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Here's Herbert. And complete right side to Cook. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
From the 50, here's Herbert. He's airing it out for Williams. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. This is a 2nd and 4, ball at the 9. Now Waddle on the jet sweep. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. Intercepted. Picked off at the 11. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10, 5, and he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Well, we talked pregame about how we might have some twists and turns in this one, but how about this on the opening drive?
Well, they had a pretty good drive working, didn't they? So you wouldn't expect this ending, because what you were thinking was they were going to put it in the end zone themselves, not have it go the other direction.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6, obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play too.
A first down carry for Smith. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. A handoff to Smith. A strong running. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
on first down. Smith eventually wrangled down before reaching the 20, but a strong run. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
On second down now, it's Smith. Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll run for it here with Smith. And he's not going to get the first. I don't even think he made it back to the line of scrimmage. He needed a couple, but he didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And the Raider D, they get the football back. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. First carry for Josh Jacobs. A first down and more for Jacobs. And he'll get this all. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Here's Jacobs from the gun. And he'll be close to a first down at the Chargers' 21. 9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 56 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. Carr now on first down. Escaping the pressure right. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. He couldn't get rid of it. He winds up losing a yard. It's second down. Second and 11 now. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. They're going to go for it now, 4th and 2. Remember, they can still get the first down at the 1-yard line, though. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They're going to go for it now, 4th and 2. Remember, they can still get the first down at the 1-yard line, though. To throw, it's Carr. This is caught. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Charger drive about to get going. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. Well, you know, this club, there were some reports earlier in the week, and most have heard this by now, the so-called unnamed sources that were saying all is not rosy in that locker room. There's whispers that 1 or 2 guys, CD, have kind of had enough of how things are going and have been going. How would you handle that as a coach?
Well, you and I both know all the coaches that we've dealt with and come in contact with. They'd love to get their hands on those unnamed sources, wouldn't they? But they know that that's not possible, so I think they've got to go in there and make sure that this isn't a distraction. They also know that once the grumbling starts, it becomes a slippery slope, and it's hard to stop the fall. But I think you need to sit some guys down and say, hey, look, we're still hoping to be a playoff team this year. We need you guys to be bought in with what we're doing. Come on, let's get on board.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Now a fair catch taken just across midfield, maybe by a yard or 2. A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. 67 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Carr going to throw. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. The Raiders on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Carr to throw. Completes this out left to Ruggs. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
Now that's absolutely frustrating for a defender. Had a chance to get him on the ground before he got to the sideline, but what great vision and understanding where he is on the field as he headed for the marker and picked up the 1st down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Carr now to throw.
Open man is Edwards. He's got it.
He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. To throw his Carr. Looking for Ruggs again, and he's got him again. 7 yards the pick up there.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
"13 yards remaining on second down."
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Drake. That'll give him 8 that time, and they're going to face a third down.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go for one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando. The coach have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Carr. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. The Charger drive about to get going. And in a spot like this, still more than a minute, I think if you put something on the board before halftime, that would go a long way towards helping them get back into the game.
There actually is something to the psychology of the game at times, isn't there? How much better would they feel running into the locker room, as you noted, with something on the board in a positive fashion? You're exactly right. It's a great opportunity to get that done.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
They'll run on first down. Smith, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Herbert now.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Divine Diablo.
And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
And he's got the hook up to Ruggs. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Would have been a decently long field goal, 51 yards from here, but instead they're going to go for it. They'll go with a big bank Fournette. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. On 1st down, Carr going for it all. And that is incomplete.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
Incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Carr.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off at the 13. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The Charger drive about to get going.
And we'll see how aggressive they want to be in these final stages before the half.
Steps away to his left.
And Herbert going to slide to his stop, and he has a 1st down.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. On 1st down, it's Harris. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Raiders. REA Sports Halftime Report. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Their defense has pitched the shutout. Now they probably need to deliver a little breathing room, maybe make it a 2-score game as they've got it 1st and 10. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Carr, a handoff here to Drake.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Now Carr. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Throwing on 1st down is Carr. Open target, here's Matthews. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Into the red zone, it's Carr. Flush to his right. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this, it fell incomplete.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year.
And the Raiders take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now 14-0. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
This taken in at the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
The Charger drive about to get going.
And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Now it's Herbert. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Bryce Callahan.
Chargers are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Things just kind of continuing to unravel for them here in this second half. They take the shot downfield, but this defense, once again, up to the task.
Well, this is where you think about the old phrase, desperate times call for desperate measures, because they've got nothing on the scoreboard, and they're just trying to get something, anything to go their way. But in this case, they turn the ball over.
From midfield, here's Carr. He dumps it off to Drake. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be second down. Here's Carr. Forced out to his left.
And he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
Ray certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
83 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a play fake. Carr. Catch made. It's Moreau.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done.
There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Carr.
Looking again for Waller, and he's got him again.
And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. Shotgun now for Carr. Flushed out right. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Brandon Faison. And the Chargers are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
The Charger drive about to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And right about now, you start to think, and maybe they're starting to think, gosh, maybe points aren't going to happen for us in this game.
Well, it's a thought. Because so far in this game, this defense has not just had the upper hand. They've appeared to be a step to everything they've done. They've had an answer for everything this offense has thrown at them.
He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
second down at 5. Jet sweep. Carr bats it forward. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. The Raiders on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This will be 3rd and 6. Looking to throw. Carr able to find Waller. That's complete. Touchdown Raiders. Darren Waller, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Carlson now to add the extra point. And it is now 21-0. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.